Alright. Jesus. Oh my god. That was hell. That was the worst thing ever. Okay. We're about ready to go. I think we can turn this down. It's the output. Okay, we're... Oh no, that's a little too loud still. Oh, okay. Okay, these streams don't work. This is Wytchwood. This is a really beautiful game that I'm unfortunately having to run at 720p. That's why the assets are a little low res. The reason why I'm running it at 720p, well, it's because even though I could stream other stuff, this game just is like killing my GPU right now. Like, I mean, the game runs great for me, but once I put it through OBS, I get like 12 frames streamed, which is just unacceptable. It's a crafting game, if you were interested in that. It's quite good. Very good. Let me see. What do they have it set to? Okay. We're going to go with the controller here. Kind of forgot how to play. Okay, yeah, A. Alright, it's fine. Okay. Ugh. Alright, we need a shiny stone, a dog hair, and a blue feather. Alright. Yeah, this game's pretty straightforward. I'll just let the visuals do the talking. Because I am so exhausted. There we go. I was just trying to figure out where it was. This game's kind of like a big artistic explosion. Sometimes you can't like... Maybe it's because I'm also delirious and I'm very tired, right? Make sure the stream's working. So help me God. Seems to be working. Good. I have this good idea for like a stream setup for when I get back to the house. I'm gonna figure some stuff out. But until then, we're just gonna make do with what we have. I bet if like I decide like, hey, I'm gonna have like a Steam Deck, what I can do is I can play the game on the Steam Deck and then, you know, HDMI it out to another display or to this laptop or to a capture card, something. And then get more performance. It doesn't mean I have to pack more bullshit every time I go somewhere, but it would be a nice little symbiotic relationship. Steam Deck plays the game from like, you know, like I play it on the frickin' bed. And then it'll be charging and outputting like a secondary stream to, and like HDMI out cloning doesn't really impact performance, but we'll see how that works. The whole point is you're a witch and you made some contract, I think, And you have to fulfill it. I don't quite... I think the story was intentionally vague. Shears. Why does it say I can use the shears? Maybe it's when it's docile. Okay. Or when it's calmed down, it's morsel. Okay. Don't got that yet. I think I can move over the streams. There we go. Music's really relaxing. Perfect for calming me down after not anything work again. I don't know how this keeps happening. It was like, oh, you know, I'm gonna give myself some extra time. They're just giving me piles of shit. Okay. Trowel, so we just... So there's a crafting system, as you could probably guess. What do we need for this? It even tells you where to find it. Okay. Okay, we need to get that jar somewhere. Okay. Looks like we can't do much here. I mean, you got a dog hair and a blue feather. I think some of this we'll come back to later, so let's talk to everyone. You know what? We could probably get a blue feather from one of these birds. Can't? Yeah. Okay. Trying to find a bird really quick. Something like it was a blue feather. I mean, should we just, is it a matter of like setting bait? Make sure the audio's still working fine. I mean, should we just, is it a matter of like setting bait? Okay, yeah. Jesus, that panics annoying. Oh, shit. Alright, let's make that trap. Oh, wait, we don't even know how to make it yet, right? Shit. Oh, yeah, we do. Birds, squirrels, and rats. Alright. We gotta make that first. What? Okay, we're on the right track. Let's see. So let's make another one. This time we won't get a shitty squirrel, we're gonna get a real fucking animal. Cool bird. There we go. There we go. Watch this. No, don't. Okay, good. Yes. Alright, we got dog hair. Now let's go to our... Fuck. Okay, let's go to our inventory. We can make it, but we need a sporific morsel. How do we need that? We need a potion. How do we get that? So, there's the jar of water, but where's the... Which, you know, it tells you where to get it, but like the contents. What about the jar? So maybe we should talk to everyone. See, let's check our map. Okay, we gotta go. Do we follow? I don't think we went all the way over there yet. That's because we can't. Okay. Love the sound design. Okay, so let's try all the way over here. Shoot. Alright. Well, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? I don't know if we could go down there. Let's try. Let's adjust these sound levels. Jesus Christ. Oh, it's just like that. Okay. Can't adjust dialogue sounds, which is kind of annoying. But let me test really quick. Or maybe it did adjust it. That'd be cool. Alright. Sorry guys, Jesus Christ. Trying to get this thing working. Hell's going on here? Did I miss the path? That makes no sense. What the hell? Here's the road. What kind of shit is this? Ugh. Alright, well, that was a waste of time. Let's check down here. We go. If not, we'll go back to the beginning of the game, the starter area. Weakness is empty jar. That's cute. Kinda like that. So this is just where you get the shiny stone for the quest. So I'm kind of thinking you actually don't get the jar here. Oh my goodness. All right. Hope you enjoy me torturing myself. Oh. Hell yeah. Outstanding. All right, let's go. That's it. Eat the food. Hell yeah. Oh boy. Okay. Now that's good design that, you know, it should all be out, like, around the area. That's fine. I'm applaud. They didn't put anything back at the beginning of the game, which is where I'm headed now. I wonder if there's another jar, though. Maybe I just missed it. I guess it would make sense the jar's near the dog. The way I got the one of the earlier ones, I think it was a frog or a toad or something. You talk to a guy, you get a net, and then you just swing the net. That's it. Pretty straightforward so far. See where it goes. I really like the art direction though. Like, holy shit, it looks amazing. And the sound design and music is amazing. So you basically have amnesia, or like this stuff happened like so long ago you can't even remember. All right. So basically you just have several worlds you can access through this portal system right here. So that's the forest, we were just there. And there should be... Is there one for the fields? To unlock that, I wonder. So I wonder if the post-processing not being is breaking that. Let's try, yeah. Oh, geez, that looks better. Okay. 60 FPS, we're good. I guess we'll go for the forest right now. Oh, wait, did I not go over here last? Ah, no, this was like this is like the other areas. Okay. Lake Shore. These could have also been locked off, like I just didn't notice it. Can't fill it, okay. I love how like it's just such a generic like fantasy like setup for like the dialogue, and then like the old witch lady's like, oh god, give me a fucking break. Keeps saying to hit this button, but that's just pause. The other button doesn't do anything. Oh, you have to hold it. Okay. Cool. Use item. Was that the correct thing? Mm-hmm. Alright. The dialogue's really entertaining. I like it. It's like it's got that Shakespearean era. I don't know, like the weird where everyone talks with a sense of brevity and but also lots of exposition, and it's like a play almost. It's like some Edgar Allan Poe shit. Everyone's just like, it's just the immense amount of talking in detail. It's like a fairy tale almost, like overly descriptive, but it's got a little twist. Okay, 3 blue feathers. Oh my god, we're getting dropping frames right now, really? I wonder if the laptop's just the wrong one. Hang on. Let's see, what's the dealio? What's going on here? Turn this crap off. Oh, you know, maybe it's that. Turn this off. Oh boy. I also have some noise canceling software going on, and it's actually taking up like GPU cores. Like, it's actually taking up 11% of the GPU. It's like, Jesus, man. Turn this off. Got that improved slowly. No. Frame rate's everywhere. I don't know what that is. That's performance, but like we've been running it fine this entire time. Yeah, it's still dropping frames. We're probably just gonna call it here. This is just man, that sucks because I was running. What was I running last night? I was running Vampires Cold Souls, which was, you know, a 2D game. I guess there's more to render with this game. Damn. Like, honestly, if I were to get a capture card and hook it up to, you know, with like a Steam Deck like setup going on, like HDMI out to the capture card, USB to a laptop or like device, like, it would work fine. Like, because let me see if I can actually let's turn this down. Let me make sure there's no hardcore pornography on my laptop right now. It's okay. I don't think anything is gonna get me in trouble on this desktop. No. Gotta delete that. There's the horse porn. All right. Cool. Let me just. And I'm doing it through game capture. I'm not doing it through window, which always has more like performance problems. But let's turn that off. That's Wytchwood. Really cool game. I do recommend. Okay. Make sure I don't get doxxed right here. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Steam Deck. Okay, let's just make sure. I'm really careful here. I don't want to get screwed over. Uh, so it's got like some. Oh yeah, no, sorry. I was going to show you my task manager. So like right now, even at idle, like this is what like on window, it's using 68% of the GPU. For, OBS here, and then RTX voice uses about 5%. But I think it's shot up even higher. CPU is pretty fine. It's a 7700, right? But once I start like throwing more crap on here and crank it, I have 16 gigs of RAM in the system. I used to have an i3 and 8 gigs. It's an upgradable laptop, but can't upgrade the GPU because there hasn't really been a standard for upgrading GPUs that's really stuck. There's like it's like okay, you got these like Linus did a video on this where you can get it, where you can bypass these. So that's a Thunderbolt dock. My laptop cannot utilize that. I think what you do is you actually tap into like a PCIe slot that would be used up by like your network card or something related to that. I'm not sure. But you need to have like a power source for it still, and you have all this crap. Yeah, there it is right there. It actually goes to your M.2. Yeah, so that's one way. That's one way of doing it. Oh my God, look at this. Just watching a video, it's spiked it to 75. I do have a separate monitor plugged in, but that's not a big deal. So, I forgot what it's called. Is it like, yeah, MXM. Yeah, these big things. So the idea is these slot in, and you could just like use graphics cards, like just get a new graphics card whenever you need to upgrade your laptop. And that's the thing with these laptops is that you can get like a thin and light with like 12 hours of battery. What's that one? What's that one that was actually like making the rounds? Framework. Yeah. Okay. This is not a. You don't necessarily have to get this, but I thought it was a good example. So the idea is you can upgrade and like take things out and like whatever, but it's not like fully modular. It's just that it's a easier laptop to repair. So there's your logic board, there's your battery, and then all these like screws are labeled, and you got all this stuff right here. Your M.2s, your SSDs, your Wi-Fi cards, your whatevers, your what have yous. The idea is just easy to take apart, but the CPU on like these thinner laptops, so not just any laptop, it's RAM. Okay, so these there's the M.2. So the idea is with these thinner laptops, it's like okay, we don't have a dedicated GPU, we have a CPU with integrated graphics, and those work okay, right? Those work okay for like some light gaming, but if you want to, play the latest and greatest, that's not going to cut it. Now, usually, the Steam Deck's going to have like an integrated GPU that's going to be good. It's going to be an AMD APU, and all an APU is it's a CPU with graphics built in on it, and technically it's just the APU is just a AMD like branding. Intel's CPUs have integrated graphics on pretty much all their stuff. AMD's does not on all of their stuff, unless it's like a specific product. Like their Ryzen chips do not have integrated video. You need a graphics card to see anything. What the hell was I talking about? Anyway, okay, so these laptops, they're really nice, like thin and light, and like the processors on them, usually when you get one, like, they'll last a while. That's like when, people buy like a high-end MacBook, like they'll use it for like years and years and years. And then when it comes time to upgrade, it's like, oh, that'll be $2,000, sir. But the point is that the CPU, like you can maybe like get a laptop like mine, electronics, where you can remove it and upgrade it, and you can use like I guess you could use a different board. That's the point here. You could use a different logic board, so it's not so you can keep the battery and all this other stuff and take all your drives out and your RAM. So I guess the logic board you could just slot in a new one, and then you'll just have a new CPU, which is nice. But getting to my point, there's no graphics card in this thing. It's all integrated on the CPU. So yeah, while you could upgrade the graphics card or the graphics capabilities in theory by getting a new CPU, which will have like better capabilities, you get like a gaming APU, like with better integrated graphics, you're still limited to all the transistors that can fit on this little thing. It's like everything's kind of shared, so it's not as good as one of these dedicated pieces of hardware. And this is what I want. Years ago, this is a 780M. Years ago, this was an attempted standard. Yeah, 2015. Yeah, so this is just like a thing that's just floating around. It was brought to market. People thought, hey, that seems pretty cool, and nothing really happened. This seems to be like it seems to just kind of come up in that, like it does say like, oh, there's a 2080. Like, okay, like where is that? Well, they're not really sold like for like typical laptops, because laptops have supported, so they have like specialized hardware that does this. What I would like to see is this to come back, so I don't have to get these, because this is the only other way you can do it, is to get like a Type-C port, like get one of these, get a Type-C Thunderbolt 3 or Thunderbolt 4, which is really only the way to do that is, the best way to go for that is to get an Intel CPU. So Thunderbolt 4 ideally, and you get one of these docks, but the problem with getting these docks, one, you need to have that Type-C port, and two, this is kind of the killer here. Okay, I'm not getting doxed, hopefully. There we go. On sale, this is what you can expect to pay for a decent one. Now, they're not just GPUs. Sometimes they do have like extra features. Sometimes they'll have like high gigabit, like 2.5 gigabit, like ports, I guess, or something. Razer Core. What was the other one? Yeah, it was the Chroma. This one I would actually get because it would have a little bit more functionality, because it does have a 3.1 hub, and it does have a gigabit Ethernet, which is nice if you have like one of those laptops that doesn't have like a full-size port. So this could be just your little dongle. So you've got a Type-C out. When you do use this thing, if you have it go to another monitor, you're fine. If you have it go back to the laptop, you do have a performance hit. And it won't perform as good as like a desktop GPU because you have limitations. The bandwidth and the, of course, your mobile CPU. Pretty much most laptops are mobile, with the exception of, the one I'm using, which is electronics. But I wonder if is there a power supply included? I think there is. Yeah, so this is, I believe, like $500. This is $400. It's $300 on sale right now. But the problem is like, you got to get the GPU, right? And okay, you have a spare one. You have a spare one that's better than your laptops. Okay. That's fine. You got all that, but now you got to lug this crap around with you. I did want to buy a framework laptop. Maybe I will get this. Like, maybe this will be my next laptop, and then, well, no, then I can't do the streaming thing with the Steam Deck. I wonder if like we can get the integrated graphics good enough, because I hear the new Intel series, like the 1100 series, is really, really good. because it's in those new uh, what was it called? Just see really quick. Okay, fine here. Um, mm, mm. Lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, the GPD Win 3, and this is like a 2020 model, late 2019. I can't remember. Oh, it's earlier this year actually. Well, last year. So the 12th gen, not the 11th, 12th gen, 720p. So the Steam Deck eclipses this thing pretty well because it's like a custom made chip, I believe. I don't know if Valve like dumped all the money to make a brand new like new die or whatever just like a new architecture, but or sub architecture. But I'm pretty sure. Uh, so 720p screen. I'm pretty sure like it's like you can play the latest games at like 30 frames 720p, but you can play a lot of older stuff at like 60. Like you can kind of run Cyberpunk on this thing at like the lowest settings. It doesn't look great, but you can get like 30, you know, and the deck's going to be better than that. So I'm wondering if you like pump all this through a capture card, which is just H.264 encoding. If you use like the Elgato HD60, right? I have one of those lying around. It's USB 2, but I just have the audio go to the this laptop, right? I have the audio and video go through this laptop, and I have the Type C in case I want to lug around the GPU. Like I really need the gaming performance. I wonder. The only other question would be, so like I could pump all this through. I can maybe do streaming okay, because it's just for streaming. It's not running another game. I did try running a stream only or some recording, like some replay buffer through a i6. No, or was it an i7? I can't quite remember, but it did not work very well. I needed a dedicated graphics card, but the integrated graphics on those old things were on those old Intel CPUs were not as good as something like this. So I'm wondering. Regardless, this is gonna cost us a fortune. I'm looking at like 650 for my Steam Deck right now. I'm getting the best model. The laptop's 1,000 due to its design. I do like the fact that we can maybe switch out the logic board, because the more I think about it, the more I'm like, okay, well, how much would it be for an upgrade? Let's see. So yeah, like they went all out for this. Screen, everything is replaceable, which is nice. And apparently, like let's say your logic board, like okay, like let's say I go my route. Like let's say I replace the board, but the board's still good, right? Every component on this board is still usable. So it can actually some laptop manufacturers, they'll actually stop you from utilizing the board for other projects. Like you can technically like use the HDMI's on this thing, plug in a power supply, and you could basically turn this thing into like a little desktop PC. You just have to fit it into the case, right? Your RAM, your power, but that's it. And like if you have some spare like crappy ones, you could throw together like a little NAS box or something with this. So the idea is you could just take this thing out and keep all your components and then use this for something else. So like, it's not going in a landfill as long as it still works. So just upgrading it would be nice. Let's see. These are parts. Let's see the main boards. Ah, okay. Okay. So these are the more expensive ones. However, However, now see, at that price, you might as well just buy a new laptop. But 700, let's say, for like a brand new, like let's say you wait like 3 years. Like if I can't really, I couldn't tell you where this falls in performance. I know that this thing is a little bit more expensive to begin with because uh, of the um, of the idea. Like basically, I'm pretty sure they might be taking at a loss at some of this stuff. I don't know yet, but um, the whole point is that it's upgradable and modular. It's not like it's like this is a startup company. Like it's not like they have years of like figuring out like how do we solder everything to a board to make it as small and as cheap as possible. Like this is not cheap to do this. To like sell this like at like this level where like you're not like Dell or like Alienware. So they're 8 threaded. Okay, that's good. Okay. Yeah. Are we on 13th gen or 12th gen? We're definitely on 12. Yeah. Okay. These are apparently really good. They're outdoing AMD in gaming again. I just bought an AMD system because it's like AMD's like, oh, it's great for productivity, but Intel's better for games. And this was time like AMD's like, now we're gonna do both, which is just absolutely insane. Uh, yeah, so this is a good standard right here. So Thunderbolt, what standard? What? Thunderbolt 4. So from what I gather, the performance difference is like negligible, but it does. It's something to do with latency, or there was one benefit like that was pretty big. I think it was like power efficiency or something. It was something was because there's like it's like a couple frames. Oh yeah, and USB 4, that's gonna be a thing. I think it already is. Yeah, so it's something to do with like the yeah, increasing the bandwidth. Uh, I can't for the life of me remember what that meant specifically. Yeah, no, okay, more displays. Like yeah, more bandwidth for displays, but there was like some other like big like well, that's really nice. Uh, yeah. So the idea is that the bandwidth, I guess, I think, I don't remember, maybe according to this post. Uh, yes, less CPU bound. Yeah, because of how I guess it's how the controller is. I guess it's like it's just more performance like limitations in some regards. I think it's because it's how the chipset's built. On I think it's like it's either integrated on the CPU better or it's integrated on the motherboard better for Intel CPUs. Because I don't think AMD support. No, yeah. So AMD you can get Thunderbolt on AMD motherboards if they're on the motherboard directly. Um, for Intel, it's just on the CPU, I believe. So like, you can look up AMD CPU Thunderbolt for it, and yeah, see, Like the very first question is, because I believe it's an Intel standard. Yeah, and then he's talking about a thing here. Yeah, this is an add-on card. So you need to get an expansion card, or maybe it can be built in the motherboard. I might be wrong about that too. But but it's not on the CPU. It would be cool if it was. It'd be really cool. So yeah, maybe I lost my train of thought again, but that's it. The future is bright. Oh yeah, we were gonna look at this guy. I'm so scattered brain right now. Jesus. It's only a $200 difference. Some of these benchmarks places are awful, but we can kind of get a good. Let's compare. So what am I running here? 7700. So and then let's get that i5. $1135. All right. 35G7. Okay, so there's mine at the end there. So, oh my God, Google, please stop. Not now. So like the clock speed is, I believe, higher because this is a desktop CPU. Oh, this turbo is even faster. Okay, so these two are comparable, but the wattage is very important here. So like my laptop with the graphics card, not even running, and like this thing just running at idle with like the brightness up max, and like just basically so that it's functional, right? So they can use all its cores or whatever. Like using YouTube, like not even gaming, just like web browsing, like 2 hours at best. Because these are mobile CPUs, they're way more efficient. Let's see. CPU mark is. So these are CPU workloads, but I would like to know how it does in games. They just do like synthetic, like Cinebench. I think these are just a list. Okay. See, like with graphics cards, it's easier to get performance benchmarks. With the CPUs, not really. Yeah, we're just gonna leave it at it's what's in the. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess we wouldn't really. We would use it for gaming on the side, and then we would be using this to process all this footage. And it looks like it is better. It is better, at least for the. Oh, there's still only 4 cores for this one. Okay, actually, the single-threaded performance between these two is like So it's an improvement, but not by much. And then the difference is like not that big, at least from this benchmark. Yeah, it does turbo 500 megahertz faster. And this is for the 11th gen, so the 12th gen's coming down the pike. So if I were to get enough shekels together, I would be getting the newer one. Yeah, the only thing is, oh, that's value. CPU mark rating. I don't think this is a good test though, because like it's like what is this? CPU mark. Like is this pass mark? Okay, that's just the software. I believe they have like an always online connection thing so that like they can input accurate information. Yeah, this is just performance with whatever software this is. You know, it's fine, but like it's not super representative like other pieces of software. That's something you always got to bear in mind. Like people are like look at benchmarks and like, oh my god, it looks amazing. For games, it's a little bit more realistic because, but usually when people test it, they test with other stuff, so there's no bottleneck. So they'll be like, okay, here's my today we're testing the CPU. Okay, we got an i5. This is a $150 CPU. It's a good budget. And then to test it, we're gonna have 300 gigs of RAM and a GTX 5,080,000,080 to assure no bottlenecks. So that's how you're supposed to test it, but that's like in a best case scenario. So no one's going to have that set up with like an i3 or an i5. But yeah, I'm very excited looking into this. This is going to be a little rabbit hole I sink down into. I would like a laptop that's like just very portable, very efficient, but I don't know how it's going to work out. Ideally, I'd like to get a framework, but with a GPU component that I could just upgrade, because the CPU I'm never going to need to upgrade like for a while. Maybe in the future. Maybe I'll wait. Maybe they'll design some like, because apparently this thing is designed by some like really smart engineers. People are really on board with this thing. Oh, we didn't even check this guy out. Not that much. Yeah, 1100. So yeah, it's obviously the best one. Still 4 threads, or 8 threads, 4 cores, which, totally standard on a laptop. It's not like I'm expecting 8 and 16. But 6 and 12 would be nice. I don't even know what the new ones are. These are the mobile ones, with the exception of this guy. This is what I'm using. It's like one of these brands. I got mine on sale. I got on a Newegg. Basically, you bought a $400 laptop, and it came with the GPU inside of it. Not MXM, just soldered in. And then you add the RAM, the storage, the CPU, all that separately. But it had the Wi-Fi card, the webcam, the battery, like everything. So, on the Bluetooth module. So like I ended up saving money, and I had I got 3. I got 1, 2, 3 drives, 2.5, one 2.5, and one and 2 M.2s, full size M.2s. Yep. All right, that's gonna be it for me. Hope you guys. Hopefully, I didn't dox myself. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the stream. That's gonna be it. Hope you found something a little educational. Sorry we had to kind of stretch it out here because Wytchwood was just giving so many performance issues. I swear I was streaming it for longer, but I guess not. I guess not.